What is going on, dreamers? We are live with some Phantasy Star Online, and I forgot to pick Afro Thunder as my character today, even though I had the intro and the music for him. So I'm gonna just quickly back out here and switch to the correct character, which shouldn't take me too long. But hello to everyone in the chats. Bob, Sonic, Marissa, John, and Laws. What's going on, everyone? Yes, Will Hat is no longer with us, unfortunately, Laws. Will Hat is gone, Bob is here. Even though I never actually called him Wool Hats. I just ignored that the whole time. And just called him Bob. Alright, there we go. Afro Thunder. Just got back from your pizza run. What kind of pizza did you choose, Bob? As long as it's not pineapple. Anything else would be non-offensive. Except maybe anchovies. Anchovies and pineapple, I'd have to ban you from the chat, Bob. It's not quite Homer time, John. I mean, I didn't get disconnected, technically. I disconnected by choice. Send in that username and password. Wife got pepperoni and sausage. Good choice. Yeah, I frequently get either pepperoni, sausage, or both. I like mushrooms as well. On rare occasions, bacon. Or the meat lovers. Alright, we are back. So we have John, Sonic, and Marissa in the lobby, so we're good to go for a full team. Alright, very hard, please. About to open the box. An exciting moment, Bob. Opening that pizza box for the first time. Always exciting. Hopefully they got your order right. I have to assume you ordered that pizza ahead of time, right, Bob? Because, I mean, you didn't leave that long ago. Unless it's like Little Caesars or something. In which case, I would be offended. Hello, Tor. Welcome. Don't open the box, let it cool, put the pizza in the fridge. Cold breakfast pizza. Not a fan. Gotta be nice and toasty. Alright, I think we're good shopping-wise. Wanted to be the blue guy. Well, there you go, Sonic. Alright, it is Forest warm-up time. Everyone knows pizza is enjoyed hot, that is true. Hello, Canal, by the way. Rectangular pizza is okay. But I think it should be round. I mean, that way you get the even distribution of crust across all pieces of the pizza. You make it rectangular, then you have pieces with crust, without crust. It's madness, really. I mean, I'll eat it, but plus there's nothing to grab it by if there's no crust. How do you grab it? There's no handle. And don't tell me eat it with a fork and knife. That just annoys me. I hate when people eat pizza with a fork and knife. It's just not natural. Fortunately, don't have a Little Caesars near. That's good, Bob. That's good. You make sure they stay away. You make pizza with a spoon. I'm sure you do, Sonic. This is a classic Dreamcasting channel live stream right here. Where we're playing a Dreamcast game, but we're talking about food. Classic. Bob always starts it. It's all Bob's fault. I think I need to somehow turn this conversation back around to Dreamcast. Alright, let's... Alright, how many Dreamcast games have pizza in them? Well, let's go with that. I'm trying to think if there are actually... I mean, there must be. There must be some Dreamcast games that have pizza in them. I'm struggling to think of any off the top of my head, though. Maybe one of the Toy Story games? Do any of the Toy Story games have Pizza Planet in them? Oh yeah, Propeller Arena. That's right, John. Yeah, one of the characters. It's like a pizza theme. Like one of the planes. Yeah. Oh, Rent-A-Hero. Yeah, that's right too. How did I not think of that? Just did a full playthrough of that. Yeah, you get to deliver pizzas in Rent-A-Hero. So tell you what, guys, if you guys can come up with 3 more games, 3 more Dreamcast games that have pizza in them, I will give away 5 channel memberships. Full incentive for you. I have to verify that there's actually pizza in them, though. We got Rent-A-Hero and Propeller Arena so far. A picture of pizza counts as well. That's fine. Shenmue doesn't have pizza, I don't think. Oh, Crazy Taxi has Pizza Hut. That is true. Well, that's a pizza location. But it doesn't actually have pizza. I might count it, though. See if we can get a couple more. No, indie games don't count, Bob. Has to be original. Jet Set Radio, pizza in the hideout. Is there? I don't know, can anyone else verify that? I don't remember pizza, but it could be. Sonic Shuffle have a mini game with pizza? I don't know. Not that I can recall. Pizza's a word in typing of the day. Well, the word pizza does not count. I have to draw a line there. I counted Pizza Hut in Crazy Taxi. It's a pizza location, but we know there's pizza inside, so. But the word pizza, no. Can't do that. All clear, John? Nice. I'm afraid we're nowhere near getting out of pizzas. No, pizza is the topic of the day. Ooh, Toy Commander, pizza on the kitchen table. Ooh, could be. Could be. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Don't let me die, guys. I have to verify this to make sure Laws isn't just making up stuff. Looking at pictures of the kitchen table. What's the center island? Is that a kitchen table? Which kitchen table is it? It's not in the... Is there a dining room in Toy Commander? Which room is this in, Laws? I mean, I see a bowl of soup on the kitchen island. Does Tony Hawk 2 have a pizza place? I do not know. There's a square thing on the kitchen island that looks... Can't tell if it's a cutting board or a square cheese pizza. I can't verify that. I don't know, I can't verify the Toy Commander pizza. You'll have to provide me with some proof, Laws. NHL 2K2, that spectator has a slice of Sbarro's. I think you're just making stuff up at this point, Laws. I don't know. You have to be able to provide me with a link to a photo, unless I remember it. I don't know if you can post links to stuff in the chat. You're not a... You know what? I'll make you a moderator, Laws. I believe you should be able to post links if you're a moderator. kind of responsibility in my life right now. Too bad, Laws. You have the power now. I had made you a moderator at some point. So I'm misremembering it. Fun, guys. Five channel memberships up for grabs. Just gotta name 2 more Dreamcast games that have pizza in them. Or verify the ones that Laws mentioned. All clear, John? What's a Sbarro? Sbarro is a pizza chain. I don't know if do they have those outside of the US? I don't know if I've ever seen a standalone one. Usually they're in malls, which not a lot of them exist anymore, unfortunately. I used to see Sbarros in shopping malls, and I think sometimes airports and stuff like that. Usually they're part of something else. I think they do have standalone locations too. I never really liked Sbarros. At least the ones I went to, they always tended to burn the pizza. Left it in the oven too long. I reckon there's a pizza delivery bike in the background of Internet Game Pack. I don't believe there is, Laws. Nice try, though. I mean, you might just try Googling Pizza Dreamcast and see what comes up. I mean, maybe a bit cheating, but I'll allow it. Does Spider-Man have pizza? Always a possibility. Wait, there's a pizza place in Shenmue? Yeah, Laws just posted it in the chat. Yeah, I don't remember that, but apparently, yeah, there's a place called Bob's Pizza in Shenmue. Interesting. And maybe I've never actually been in that building. No, Canal, the pizza nonsense will not stop. Not until this stream stops. Also, if the pizza nonsense stopped now, no one would get a free channel membership. Are you trying to take away people's free channel memberships, Canal? Shame on you. And there we go. One dead dragon. Sonic started all the pizza talk. I'm pretty sure it was you, Bob. Pretty sure. So I'm the only one opening crates. Everyone's gone back to the ship already. Alright, well, you know what? I will go on the assumption that at least one of Loz's wild guesses is actually correct, and we'll say we've named 5 Dreamcast games with pizza. Alright, you guys get some free memberships. Give me a sec here. Alright, 5 channel memberships on the way. Congratulations to John, Buzzy, Ross, and Katsimans. Wait, we have one more. Where's the last one? That's not 5. There we go, Mr. Techno Squeak. Congrats. You enjoy those memberships. And poor Sonic. Sonic never gets the memberships when I give them away. Sorry, Sonic. Maybe next time. Don't go to Vegas anytime soon, Sonic. Alright, I think we'll just go right on to the caves today. Maybe Dreamcast games with onion rings. We'll do that next time, Sonic. Next time you can name 5 Dreamcast games with onion rings in them. Which would probably be impossible, because I'm fairly certain there's not even one. I could be wrong, though. Which is quite a shame, actually. So any of you guys ever heard of this game called, was it, Phantasy Star Online? I think that's the game we're playing now. Seems pretty good. And also, congratulations to the new member of the month, Spirit of Speed Enthusiast, Mr. James Harvey. Thank you for your support. Follow Sonic. He probably doesn't know where he's going, but I'll follow him anyway. Does Phantasy Star Online ring a bell for you, you know? Yeah, I think it's like a role-playing game of some sort. I know it has guns in it. And I think some swords. Some bad things to kill. Got all the video game stuff in it. It's pretty good. Wallace is trying to steer the conversation back around to pizza. Canal's gonna leave. He's done with this stream. Gonna find a channel that's more serious about Dreamcast. Dreamcast Junkyard, that is true. Although they don't stream PSO over there, so... maybe you can convince them to start a PSO stream. Dreamcast Junkyard's moving to a new pizza-directed editorial line. Nice. They're always thinking creative over there. Always new stuff. Gotta keep on the cutting edge, you know? Can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. Speaking of Dreamcast news, I found out some really interesting information recently. I was talking to a developer over at Callisto Entertainment, or formerly Callisto Entertainment since they're not around anymore, about this a game they had released back in 1998, which was Ultimate Race Pro. It's kind of an arcade racing game. I believe it's only released on PC. But I had found some info that the game had actually been ported to Dreamcast, which I'd never heard of before. And so I reached out to this guy, and he said they had actually made a demo of Ultimate Race Pro on PowerVR hardware on PC to demonstrate to Sega in order to pitch the PowerVR to them for use in the Dreamcast. And he said that was one of the main reasons they decided to go with PowerVR. Apparently the demo was pretty impressive. But that demo actually wasn't running on Dreamcast hardware. But later on, he said they actually did port it to Dreamcast. And then Midway contacted them. And they ended up using the Ultimate Race game as a basis for 4-Wheel Thunder, which is really interesting. So yeah, 4-Wheel Thunder is actually sort of a pseudo-sequel to Ultimate Race Pro. And I'm sure a lot of you probably have never even heard of Ultimate Race Pro, so very interesting. But yeah, what I assume is probably a complete port of Ultimate Race Pro should exist somewhere, unless it was completely scrapped at some point. It's kind of weird though, if they actually did port the whole thing over, you'd think they would have released that. Because they obviously did all the work on it, but of course the work they did porting it to Dreamcast led to 4-Wheel Thunder, so worked out for them either way. Yeah, Callisto Entertainment was the developer of 4-Wheel Thunder. Not 4x4 Thunder, 4-Wheel Thunder. Laws. Another interesting thing about Ultimate Race Pro is it actually had online multiplayer on PC as well. Don't know if that made it over to the Dreamcast port of the game. I'm still trying to get some more information on it. No guarantees, but I thought it was some interesting stuff. I don't think that was public knowledge previously. And like I said, I'd never even heard of Ultimate Race Pro. To fashion all this research into unreleased Dreamcast games into a book. I made a forum thread. Does that count? Yeah, I have the forum thread on Dreamcast Talk where I've been compiling all of this info. Hey, what's up, Nuggy? I actually did look up some gameplay of Ultimate Race Pro, and it looks pretty decent. The car models actually kind of remind me of Daytona USA. I don't know, just something about them. They kind of look like the cars in Daytona. Am I the only one going over here? Oh no, Marissa's joining me. We only need one person to man the button. I suppose someone can guard the person that's manning the button. All the enemies are dead though, so it should be fine. Good job on that button, Sonic. Oh, John must have gone shopping, that's why. Ouch. Don't say that word, Bob. You're gonna make Canal angry again. Still hoping the dude with the Farnation build can be persuaded to have it dumped and preserved online. I hope so. Should probably heal myself. Alright, Marissa's got it under control. Takes me a while to find stuff. Wait, I'm going to the wrong door here. We're lost. Yeah, I checked that guy's YouTube channel, at least the guy that's taking the videos of Farnation. I checked it, I think it was yesterday, and he hadn't uploaded any new videos or anything. So, don't know what's going on there. I don't know if there's any real gameplay in the build. As far as I can tell, there are no NPCs, there are no enemies. It's pretty much just an empty world. At least from the videos he's shown. But what's interesting is the GameSpot article where they previewed the game, they mentioned that there were, I think they said at one point there were like 12 different NPCs, or they said 12 different characters on screen at once, or something like that. So obviously there's a build where there are other characters. Whether GameSpot was referring to CPU players or to human players, if it was being demonstrated online, I don't know. I kind of guess they were probably NPCs. But yeah, I don't know. But it's certainly possible the GameSpot saw a different build of the game. It may not have been a later one, but they may have actually made a build specifically to show to press, like GameSpot, where they actually had NPCs in the game, and maybe the one that that this guy has just doesn't have them for whatever reason. Because it seems like the one he has is a debug build, because you can see all the menus where you can turn stuff on and off, you can change textures and things like that. So it may be a build to test performance? I don't know. Can only speculate at this point. But also interesting is the Phantasy build that he's showing does have an online option in the main menu. He did say, I commented on his video and asked him if it did anything, and he said it did. But obviously it won't connect to anything because there are no servers. And I'm guessing this guy probably doesn't have an online setup anyway. But the fact that it does something is promising. Although if there are no enemies or NPCs in the game, going online would be rather boring, I'd say. I mean, I guess you could just walk around and explore with other people and possibly chat with them, but wouldn't be able to do a whole lot. And I forget the developer who did Carnation. I forget the name of him. Can't think of it off the top of my head, but they're the same developer that was working on Type X Spiral Nightmare, which was another canceled Dreamcast game. That one, I think, might have been farther along than Phantasy was, because I have pictures of it in magazines, and it looks pretty far along. But yeah, that's it's like a horror, survival horror game of some sort, I believe. Just go for a group hike, yes. Explore the ghost towns in the game. Next Tech was the name of the developer. Which was kind of like the Sega bought Next Tech back in, I want to say late 90s, 97 maybe? At some point they bought them out, so they're kind of like a internal Sega studio. So they're basically first party games. Tried reaching out to anyone who was involved with Spiral Nightmare. Yes, I did. Unfortunately, it's a Japanese developer, so contacting people in Japan is difficult. But yeah, I've never actually gotten a reply from anyone. Unfortunately. I think actually, DD Planet may have been the only time I've ever successfully contacted anyone from Japan about a canceled Dreamcast game. They don't hang around in the same internet locations that everyone else does. It's more than a language barrier, yeah. Yeah, it's not just
A dragon,
language
a dragon. I swear I saw a dragon.
You missed the dragon, Buzzy. Yeah, it's more than just a language barrier. I mean, that's part of it, but like a lot of the time you try and contact people through social media and stuff like that, but they don't use the same platforms as people in the West do. So, at least a lot of the time anyway. If you can find an email address, sometimes that works. But you don't always get a reply. Why am I all alone here? Where'd my team go? I guess we're splitting up. Okay, which one of these? There we go, anti. Came across a canceled Dreamcast game from 2004. Interesting. The other day while prepping an article, one of those visual novel type games, so kind of uninteresting. Made it as far as having promo videos and flyers. Was it an indie game? I mean, 2004 is pretty late. I mean, they were still releasing games in Japan at that point, but I assume it probably was a Japanese game, since it's a visual novel. Outside of Japan, there isn't really a whole lot of interest in those. Right. Oh, that door does open. Why didn't that open before? Hey, what's up, Luke? Missed the game today. Next week, you guys seem to have it under control anyways. Yes, we do. We have it totally under control. Yeah, officially licensed in Japan. Videos are on some Sega press DVDs. DVDs? Man, they went over to the dark side. Actually, I don't think I mentioned it on the channel, but I did come across another Dreamcast game, aside from Ultimate Race Pro, a canceled Dreamcast game that was previously unknown. See if I can find it. Hold on. Actually, there were two. There was a Harley Davidson game, which there was LA Riders, which was a Sega arcade game that was rumored to be getting a Dreamcast port at some point. But what's interesting is this game is not that game. This is a completely different Harley Davidson game that was being made for the Dreamcast using the what was it? The Test Drive Le Mans engine. So it was being developed by who did Test Drive Le Mans? Hold on. Infogrames. Yeah. Yeah, Infogrames Melbourne house. Yeah, so they were working on a Harley-Davidson game using the Le Mans engine. And apparently it got canceled fairly early on. But I think they had something running on the Dreamcast. I thought that was really interesting. So I don't know if the press back in the day got the game wrong, because it was rumored that there was a Harley-Davidson game coming to Dreamcast, and it was supposedly LA Riders, but maybe they just got the game wrong. Either that or there were two Harley-Davidson games that were going to be on Dreamcast and they were both canceled, which to me seems kind of unlikely, but I guess possible. But there was another one as well. Hold on, it was a Scooby-Doo game. I had actually found out that there was another Scooby-Doo game. It was by the same developer that did Evil Dead, which is not exactly the most promising revelation, but yeah, they were supposedly working on a Scooby-Doo game for Dreamcast, and there was another one as well that I just found out about recently. Which I think was a port. Yeah, I think it was a port of an N64 game. I forget what it was. It was Scooby-Doo. Forget the name of it. Something Mysteries. Shocker. But I suppose if there were two Scooby-Doo games that were canceled, that were heading to Dreamcast, totally possible there were two Harley-Davidson games as well. I was interested in Ring Age back in the day. It was an RPG with co-op. Did it ever end up coming out? I've heard of that one. I don't really know much about it. That was a Japanese developed game as well, so hard to find info on it. All of these sounded like they deserve to be canceled. Come on, Scooby-Doo games are good, Laws. There's most of them. I played a few of them on the PS1. I remember really liking them. I also played the Genesis Scooby-Doo game as well, which was also good. It was like I think the Genesis one was like a point-and-click type game. It was weird to be on the Genesis, but I remember it being decent. I actually picked up a Scooby-Doo game for PS2 a while ago. When I say a while ago, probably like 2-3 years ago. Scooby-Doo Unmasked, I think it's called. I've yet to actually play it, so I don't know how it is. But supposedly it's pretty good. The Harley-Davidson game, I'm sure would have been good. I mean, LA Riders is a pretty well-received arcade game by Sega. I mean, it's a first-party Sega game. If we got that, that would have been awesome. It was also apparently an open-world game. I've never actually played it, but Scooby-Doo MMO. Yeah, we need that. I'm gonna make myself more lucky. Yeah, the Infogrames game probably would have been really good as well, the Harley-Davidson one. I mean, it was running on the Le Mans engine. Le Mans was a fantastic game. So I'm sure this would have been very good as well. I don't know, I don't think Infogrames Melbourne has made any really bad games. They were a pretty good studio. Alright, I guess we'll do a quest. LA Riders the cel-shaded one? I don't think it's cel-shaded now. Genesis Scooby-Doo is probably the best and the greatest Scooby-Doo game of all time, especially if you like cryptic point-and-clickies like Monkey Island. I love Monkey Island. Also, Scooby is spelt with a C, Buzzy. I need to grab the Super Nintendo Scooby-Doo game as well at some point. It's a completely different game. It was so cool back in the day with the Super Nintendo and Genesis. Frequently you'd get the same, or at least a game with the same name on both consoles, but they're completely different games by completely different developers. Doesn't happen anymore. It's always the same game across all consoles. Well, unless you have a handheld version. Sometimes the handheld version will be different. But as far as consoles are concerned, it's always the same game. Alright, let's see. I think we'll do an Endless Nightmare. Let's do the ruins. I was thinking of Wild Riders, the Naomi game. Not sure if I'm familiar with that. It doesn't ring a bell. I assume it's another motorcycle game, though. If you're getting it confused with Harley Davidson. But with LA Riders, it really intrigues me that it's an open world motorcycle game. I actually never knew that until recently when I was trying to get information on this new Harley Davidson game. I had originally contacted the devs at Melbourne House. I had contacted them with the assumption that it was LA Riders. And then he kind of alluded to the fact that, wait, this is not the same game. I told him I thought it was LA Riders. And he said, no, I don't think that's the game. Because he didn't. It was a port. It was a game being built from the ground up by them, using their own in-house engine from Le Mans. So obviously, not the same game. Plus, I'm sure if Sega was gonna do a port of LA Riders to Dreamcast, they would have done it themselves or with one of their own internal studios, not Infogrames. But yeah, in case you guys haven't figured it out, I've been on a bit of a kick lately trying to get info on canceled Dreamcast games. Occasionally I do that, like, man, I want to get more info on this, or I just want to find more games that people don't know about that we're adding to Dreamcast. Or Infogrames actually working on Grand Prix 3 for Dreamcast, or was that just BS? I mean Monaco Grand Prix 3? I don't know. Don't know anything about that one. I tend to gravitate more towards getting info on games I'm interested in. Monaco, not so much. Oh wait, did Infogrames actually... They didn't do the Monaco games, did they? Cause, yeah, Monaco Grand Prix 2, wasn't that Ubisoft? I know there were a few Monaco games on Dreamcast. I mean, not have all been the same developer. Well, I guess I'm not coming off this button. I'm only opening this door because we have some extra time. I know this is the wrong way. Ooh, getting close to leveling up, Sonic. Nice. The big 145. So one of the games I'm currently researching is another Midway game called X Fighters. Don't know if you guys have actually heard of it. There's very little information on it. There's a page on Unseen 64 on it with some character models, and that's about it. Supposedly it was a game that Midway was working on before Ready to Rumble, and then they decided to cancel it and just focus on Ready to Rumble. It was supposed to be some sort of arena fighter, I guess. Unseen 64 seems to think it's gonna be, or it was gonna be some sort of Power Stone-esque type game. I don't know why they would think that, but yeah, just like an arena fighter with kind of weird and quirky looking characters. The character models look pretty cool. I have contacts at Midway, so I should be able to get some info on it. From what I gather, though, I don't think the game ever made it that far into development. It was probably never actually what you would consider a game yet. Probably mostly concept art, stuff like that. Obviously, they made character models. But I'm gonna trying to get some more info on it, since there's basically nothing out there. Midway always makes some quality stuff, so I'm sure it would have been good. but I haven't made any progress on that so far. I contacted 2 people. The first guy said, nope, sorry, I don't remember that, but try this guy. So I contacted the next guy, and he said, nope, sorry, don't know anything about that. Try this guy. He should know. I'm waiting on the third guy. Alright, door is open. These guys are so Dominion. They're so Dominion, it's crazy. We need to make that into a new word canal. It can be the Merriam-Webster's word of the year for 2024. I don't know what it means yet, but we can figure that out. Maybe boring. Man, that's so Dominion, man. I think that works. Synonym for boring. Alright, on to Ruins 2. Well, I'm actually not too far from leveling up either. 12,500 to go. Need a nice even level 90. Sonic's going this way. We're not opening that door. Man, the stream chat's really quiet now. I think it's because we're not talking about pizza anymore. When we were talking about pizza, that chat was going wild. We might have to change back to the topic of pizza, Canal, sorry. Gotta keep engagement in the chat. Maybe we can do tacos. That might be just as good. I don't know if Canal has any objections to tacos. We should talk about Kentucky Fried Chicken. Sure, you heard about the new console they're releasing? I want to know how the KFC console is going to stack up to the Dreamcast. I mean, it can cook fried chicken, whereas the Dreamcast can't, so... I mean, that's a point for the KFC console. You guys can debate it in the chat. It is the final battle. What kind of pizza do you guys think the Chaos Bringer likes? And personally, I think the Del Sabers are definitely pepperoni. You know, the Chaos Bringer, I mean, if you want chaos on a pizza, they're pineapple pizza, guys. That's just chaos right there. When does Phantasy Star Remake come out? Are they remaking the first game? I don't know. I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing, so couldn't tell you. Unless it's coming out for Dreamcast, I just don't keep up with these things. Ooh, Bowie level 14. I never really use my tech anyway. I'll take it. I mean, I'll take any upgrades. Upgrades are good. Upgrades are way better than downgrades. That's just my opinion, though. Very controversial opinion. That was a lot of purple blood. Someone's gonna clean this up afterwards. Anyone got a mop? Yeah, I'm gonna steer the conversation all the way back to Buzzy's mention of Monkey Island earlier. Don't the aliens in Monkey Island have purple blood? Maybe they're from the same planet. Well, good job, guys. Very good work, as usual. AFC is I, Crazy Taxi. In Crazy Taxi. I guess that makes more sense. I wasn't sure what you were trying to say there, Bob. I was gonna say, yes, that makes sense. Sure. Bob is saying he is KFC. And he also likes Crazy Taxi. Alright. Time to turn in the quest. Alright. And I didn't get to level 90, that's disappointing. So I got 7,831 to go. Well, it'll be next time. Anyway, guys, still got like 4 minutes left, but unfortunately I don't know of any quests in PSO that only take 4 minutes. So we're gonna have to end it here, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, been awesome times on PSO as usual. Had some great conversations about pizza today, even though Canal probably won't agree. You know, we'll find a new topic for next week. I'm thinking tacos, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, I'll be back maybe tomorrow for next Tetris. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream that or not. We'll see. Possibly a midweek stream as well. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing. And until next time, keep on dreaming.